What a day. Welcome back to my channel, folks. You find me on what can only be described as a very, very windy day. First of all, I don't know what the date is, so that doesn't matter. How is everybody? I hope you're all keeping well. As I say, I live in North Wales in the UK, and we're in the middle of I think it's the fourth storm of the season so far, and we're not even into winter. We're in Storm Bram, I think it's called. And I'm sitting at an elevated position. I'm on a petrol station forecourt. I'm at one of my new places now. This is where you can regularly find me hanging out. This is at the Wash Me laundrette service. I've got a big bag of wet washing that I've washed this morning that I brought out to dry in the machine because I haven't got a tumble dryer at home, and it's been raining constantly for 3 days, and I've got nowhere to dry my washing. So I'm here now. What am I up to? First of all, when I say I'm a bit peed off, I'm very peed off. I'll tell you for why. I had a substantial amount of video clips and photographs on my phone that I used to do all my videoing and recording for my channel. And because my phone was full, put all the videos through my computer onto an external hard drive. And to cut a long story short, the photos are okay, but I've lost all the videos. They're all, for some reason, they're saying it's corrupted, can't open it, can't use this type of file and whatever. Anyhow, I followed all the usual ways I've done it. Anyhow, I don't know what's happened, but I've lost all the videos, and the photos make no sense without the videos, so I've just deleted all the photos. So I'm a bit peed off that all the videos I wanted to show you, I can't show you. Some were more important than others. Some were irrelevant, just general content, but some of them I thought was a bit important for my channel, but I've lost them all. So what can I do? I nearly flipped my lid. I nearly had a mental breakdown, and I nearly smashed the laptop, and I nearly deleted the channel. But here we are. So I don't know what I'm going to do. There's nothing I can do about all that. That's all that video footage is gone. So I'm not going to think about it because that's in the past, and I can't afford to think of the past. So what are we up to? So I'm going to turn this into a tea and waffle time, a new segment. Tea and waffle time, thanks to my mate Vanaz, Steve Pearson. I don't know whether I should have mentioned his name, but who cares? It's mentioned now. So what are we up to? First of all, you can't have tea and waffle time without a cup of tea. So let's have a sip of my tea. In 5 minutes, that's going to be the perfect temperature for my delicate palate. And I've also treated myself. This garage here normally sells a nice selection of homemade cakes. I don't know who makes them, but you know. But unfortunately, they've only got mince pies and Bakewell slices left. Bakewell tarts, and I don't like neither of those. So I've treated myself, and I don't know why, because I've only got half a set of teeth. I treated myself to one of them bad boys, a double-decker. Yeah. Now, for us old people in the UK, can you remember that series? Get on board, get on board, get on board with the double-deckers. That's how old I am. So, as chocolate bars go, this is it's 89 pence. And you get value for money. I'll tell you why, because these take some chewing. So I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going to eat this just yet because I won't be able to speak. So where am I? I'm in Carnarvon. And I walked around all the streets of Carnarvon city centre yesterday, touting for business like an old prostitute. But just in case my mum's watching, I'm not an actual prostitute. So, I can't believe my mum don't watch my videos, but she doesn't know what the internet is. She doesn't know what YouTube is. And she's had a lifetime of me dragging on, so she wouldn't watch them anyhow, would she? And I don't blame her, really. My mum's 93 and I love her, and I'm seeing her next week. So, what are we up to? Tea and waffle. I thought we'd have a little tea break while the washing's drying, and I'll just waffle on now. I know a waffle's a type of food, and I think I've said this before, but it's also a common phrase in the UK for somebody just like me, just dragging on, talking about nothing in particular. So, what are we up to? I'll tell you what we're up to. As I say, I've lost all them videos, so I've got no video content. The weather's been horrific, so I haven't been out for any walks. I've got to film part 2 of my new LPG gas hob installation. That's been a game changer. And also, I'm just distracted because I'm high up. I'm probably, this is the estuary going into the sea in Carnarvon. I still don't know the name of this estuary, and that's a disgrace. I'll put the name of this estuary up on the screen if I can figure it out. But I'm just sitting here, and the trees are here, and these trees are just swaying 2 and 3 feet from left to right. So this weather's going to bring some trees down, and it's heading north. And I think the east side of Scotland's going to copy it big time. So Hayley, be careful what you're doing up there in Scotland. So I was just a bit distracted. So, and I'm probably sitting a good, that's got to be 30, 40. I'm probably sitting 50 foot up above the water level, so I'm quite exposed there. But notwithstanding, what's coming up? I've got to make part 2 of the gas hob situation. And one of the reasons I wanted a gas hob was because I had a power cut, and because my house was all electric, you can't do any cooking, can't boil a kettle, can't make yourself a bacon sandwich, can't do anything. So one of the reasons was, especially after talking to my new neighbour when I recently moved in, that they have multiple power cuts. Yeah, we're having all these storms, and and we're only going to get more power cuts. So if the power goes off, I know I can still cook some food, still boil a kettle, you know, if you wanted to. Not that I would, but, you know, you could make yourself a hot water bottle if it was cold or whatever, but you can still make a cup of tea. Now, I've still got provisions to make a cup of tea. Of course I have, because I'm sure, yeah, and I'm prepared for a lot of things. But obviously not everything seems the way, you know. But you can't be prepared for everything, can you? So, my new gas hob. So tonight, I'm attempting to make my first egg fried rice dish. So it's going to have, obviously, the rice, which I already boiled yesterday, cooled off, let all the steam disappear, forking it through, letting all the steam disappear, and then I'll put it in the fridge, and that will dry it out, because that's how you prepare your rice to make your your fried rice dish. So obviously it's going to be egg fried rice, and there's got to be egg in there, obviously. There's got to be peas in there, obviously, because I love peas. And when my washing's dry, I'm going to nip to the supermarket. I'm just going to buy a little bit of chicken and some prawns. So I'm going to have a chicken and prawn in there. But I just want to give it, when you get it from the Chinese takeaway, they've got this nice sweety bit of sauce on it, not a lot. So I'm going to make myself some sauce. How, I don't know. I'm either going to be using some honey or some maple syrup. Yeah, I've got maple syrup. I'll try some of that. Because I had maple syrup on my pancakes last night. At the moment, I'm addicted to pancakes. And I eat them until I feel sick. Because you can. So that's that. So wish me luck with my little fried rice dish. I'll let you know how it goes on, because I want to keep some of that frozen in the freezer. You know, for easy meal times, you know, when you can't be asked to cook. So what else do I know? My van is steaming up, but I don't want to put the engine on because it'd be too loud. I don't know whether you can see, but my van's shaking. It's like being at sea. So what else is coming up? Obviously, the weather is very miserable at the moment, and as I say, we're not even into the winter, so we'll be having more storms, more rain. I've already drove past loads of fields that are complete, where the rivers are flooded, that broke the banks and flooded the fields. So when the weather breaks, if I get a nice day, I'm gonna nip out for a walk, and I'll show you where I walk and whatever I do. And I'm still on the hunt for a decent pair of walking boots, but in all fairness, I haven't been looking at that too much because I've been busy with other things. I'm going to a trip to Birmingham to visit my mum, sunny Birmingham. I don't know whether that's going to be for the day or whether I'm going to speak to a couple of old pals and try and meet up for a drink and a curry. We'll see. But on the way there or on the way back, I want to stop off. I pass it all the time, and I always seem to be in a rush. I want to try and get this feeling out me head that I always feel that I'm in a rush and everything is urgent when it's not. So if I get the chance, I want to stop off at Swallows Falls, which is not far, just down the road from Bethesda Coed. So we'll try and do that if the weather's not too bad. Well, the weather's going to be crap, but if it's dry or slightly raining, we'll go down there and we'll take a few pictures of that. Obviously we've got Christmas coming up, so I don't do Christmas, so that's fine. What else do I know? That's about it now for this quick tea and waffle time, because I've got to check on my laundry drying. These are wonderful. I don't know whether I've said it because I've made 3 or 4 videos from this very same car parking space, but I've lost them all. I don't think I'll put them out. So this is these outdoor laundrette stations. They're called Wash Me. I can't read what that other word says. Oh, it reads washme.com group, and they're scattered all over the UK. I've seen them in Birmingham, and this is my nearest one, and I come here regular to dry all my washing. 30 minutes, high heat, £7 English. Everything's bone dry, job done. Perfect as well for washing. They've got massive washing machines, perfect for washing your quilts and your quilt covers and all your bedding. So this is, in the nice weather, I'll put it on the line. In the bad weather, I'll do it here. Just costs me £7 a week. I normally come once a week. So that's all I'm going to say for now, because on the way to the supermarket, I'm going to be filming another Check This Tune. So check them tunes out. I think we've only had 2, haven't we? Yeah. So I'm going to do another Check This Tune, and I'll try and get that out today or tomorrow, and then we'll take it from there. So until the next time, you keep safe. Be careful what you're doing in these storms. Make sure you got everything in so you can hunker down, and don't really leave the house if you can help it. Easier said than done, but notwithstanding. So for now, I'll love you and leave you, and you take care and try not to go too crazy in this crazy world we find ourselves living in. So until then, catch you down the track.